going to be making some Larb today, and for that we need some pork, about 2 pounds, some chives or garlic, some onions, some greens, and I'm using Chinese cabbage, some mint, onions, or preferably shallots, but I don't have any shallots, the vinaigrette, or vinaigrette ingredients, Thai peppers, lime juice, coconut sugar, fish sauce, lemongrass. If you have fresh lemongrass, that's even better. And then we need some sticky rice and some cilantro and some water or some chicken broth. I'm using the chicken broth. So let's go ahead and get started by making the rice. And this is 1 cup of rice. All right, I have the cup of rice cooking, and I have set my cooker on the sweet rice setting, and I have poured in my broth, and we will get that started. Now onto the meat. Almost forgot to mention the ground roasted sticky rice. Okay, so we have the pork in a pan, and I added about 1/4 cup of water. And we're going to cook this on medium high until it's about 75% done. All right, that looks about right. All right, let's get the onions in there. Or shallots, if that's what you're using. And let that get soft. At this point, change your heat to low. Next, we get the chives in, and we're going to give the onions about 1 minute or 2 for them to get soft. Next, we need to get about 1 tablespoon of chili flakes. Okay, stir in the chili flakes. And next, we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of your ground roasted sweet rice. That's what it looks like. And that is 1.5 tablespoons. So I'm going to add another 1/2. Okay, get everything stirred in. And at this point, you should notice that any liquid in your pan is starting to thicken because of that rice. Next, put in about 4 tablespoons of your vinaigrette. Make sure it's well mixed in. Spicy. I haven't tasted it yet, but I can already smell the spicy. So that looks good. And at this point, we can taste it. Ooh, that's good. And it's spicy. All right, we are now ready for our mint. All right. And now we can add in the rest of the veggies, and that's going to be the onions and the Chinese cabbage. And the Chinese cabbage and the onions are, the green onions are optional. Okay, I'm going to add in the rest of the Chinese cabbage and the green onions. And I'll leave a small handful to add in as a garnish later. So let's get this all mixed in. I'm going to go ahead and add an extra tablespoon and a half of this sauce. And I'm going to leave this on the low setting for about 2 minutes and let the vegetables wilt. All right, let's stir in the cilantro and the rest of our onions to garnish the dish. And we are ready to plate our larb. Give you a closer look. All right, let's get it plated. That's all set. And we can add a little vinaigrette and a few more onions if you like. And that's done. Bon appetit.